I've spent the last 25 years working with leaders across the world from all walks of life. And I've always been really looking at how I can model my life and my career after. And it really, until I met Barbara 4 years ago in San Francisco, that I really found a leader that embodies all what I have been looking for in my life. And that is the congruency from the inside out. What she says to you, what she shares with you, and how she lives her life and what she teaches are symbiotic and congruent so much, to the point that it's just awe-inspiring for me. And I have seen so many leaders who, have amazing speeches, they say amazing things, but there's no congruency to what they say. And some people who are actually very good, wonderful people, but they don't share their story or their experiences with the world. And I think that's what I found about Barbara, that consistency and that integrity and congruity in what she says and what she's being. What she teaches us is really what she actually lives. And that is really the biggest sign of leadership. And I'm just honored to have know her and work with her. Like most men, really most of my teachers have been men. I've had, if I've looked at the scan in all the programs I have been to, the leadership things that I have gone to, they're actually dominated by men. And it was not that I was actually looking for a female teacher, I was just looking for a teacher. And so many of the teachers I've had, some were powerful, some were really had amazing stories and amazing wisdom to offer me. But to have a female teacher that allows and empowers a man to be a man, be strong in his masculinity, and yet get in touch with his heart. And that's what Barbara has given me. That I spent my life believing that my power is here. And I'm a bright man. But what she really taught me and embodied for me, that my power is in my heart. And when I found that, and it really was a female teacher who have been the only one who I think have the capacity to allow me to really go there. And when I went there, I just realized more than ever that the power that I possess, the influence I have, has little to do with my intellect and most to do with my heart. And that really what Barbara DeAngelis has taught me more than anybody else in my life. That was it. And to have a woman teacher that most men are afraid of, we are actually afraid to have female teachers. There's empowerment. I never felt more powerful as a man and being a man as I am now. And honestly, I have to tell you, it's because having Barbara DeAngelis as a teacher and being a female teacher. So I always tell my friend, there's nothing to fear, because always we can go, how is that going to sound? And I'm proud to say that. I actually walk around and tell people, I have a woman teacher. And she's a guide, she's an amazing teacher, she's an amazing coach, and she's full of wisdom, and it's very empowering. If it wasn't for Barbara, I won't be as happily married. If it wasn't for Barbara, with all that I have in my life, I would not have been content. If it wasn't for Barbara, I would never discovered my heart. If it wasn't for Barbara, I would never really found my sole purpose on this earth. And if it wasn't for Barbara, I would have been still moving around and traveling around the world, placating people versus speaking truth to power.